Whenever I hear this gospel, in the beginning or more of the middle, no matter how hard I try, I can't help but hear the Brady Bunch. Marcia, 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 right? In my head, Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. And in fact, I do a staff prayer every Wednesday with the staff here at church, and we spend time reflecting on the Sunday gospel upcoming, and sure enough, one of the staff this week, after we're done, we do a period of reflection. She said, Marcia, 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 right? So if you remember nothing else, I promise you remember that. Marcia, Marcia, Marcia from today. Now, like the Brady Bunch, right, everyone was down on Marcia, right? She gets a bad rap today. Martha does. Martha and Mary. And I want to come back to her in a second, but I want to first set it up by lauding her for the good work that she does for Jesus. Service to the Lord. Very important. In fact, it's so important, our first reading is all about that. Abraham and Sarah are in their tent, they're in their house, and God comes to them. This is three, but it's literally the Trinity, image of the Trinity, going to Abraham. So God is dwelling with Abraham this day. And what does Abraham do? Abraham runs in haste to serve God. And he instructs Sarah, give him cold water, bake him a cake, give him food, do all of these things. He's above and beyond in service. And this pleases God so much, he gives the promise that kicks everything off. Sarah will have a child. And of that child will come a great nation. This is the beginning of Israel. And it all starts with this act of service. Now, Abraham's service to God is a bit different than Martha's service. Abraham, again, goes to the Lord solely for the Lord's sake, because it is God, because he is God. That's it. But what do we hear about Martha? Martha was anxious and worried about many things. Why wasn't Abraham anxious and worried about many things? Both were serving the Lord in great haste. Where does Martha's anxiety and worry come from? Ego. Her service is for her first, and how the Lord will see her and understand her and love her. If I serve the Lord perfectly, then he'll love me. Wrong. Flip that around. You love the Lord first, and then you serve him. Or you don't serve him, because that's not what he wants. He wants you to sit at his feet. And that's the difference here. Martha was not discerning clearly. God, Jesus, didn't want service at this point. He wanted her to sit at his feet, just like Mary did. Just like Mary did. You guys can identify this a little bit. When you're sitting here and you're serving, right? What happens sometimes? You get all anxious. Oh man, is my cassock right? Is my surplice right? Buttons good? Are my hands in the right position? What's next? Who's doing what? And what happens? We forget where we are. We're here in Jesus' house, right there. And he wants us to be present to him. That has to be first. That's the better part. And it is always right to do this. In those days, women were not supposed to sit at the feet of a rabbi, of a teacher. They were supposed to be about women's work in those days. In the kitchen, the service, the hospitality. But Jesus bucks that system completely, and he invites Mary and says, no matter what anybody else says, our culture, our rules, I want you, Mary, and you, Martha, at my feet. It is always right to sit at the Lord's feet, no matter who's telling you to do otherwise. And that has to be first. So, I'm going to wrap it up. It's going to be a short homily, right? Because I want it to be tight. I want you to remember this. One point only. Are you anxious and worried about many things? Are you stressed out? Are you frustrated? Are you just emptied and anxious? Stop. Stop what you're doing and reassess. Go sit at Jesus' feet and ask him, Lord, is what I'm doing, or Lord, is what I'm not doing what you want? Ask Jesus what he wants you to do. Independent if you've done it for years. Maybe it's time for you to stop doing that and switch. Go to the feet of Jesus. That will help. This is summertime. We have the time to do it. Now is the time to reassess and examine ourselves. Let us always focus on him. And we can be assured when we pause and ask that question, our anxiety, our stress, our worry will fade away, because then we will put everything we're doing for his sake first, for his sake, and he'll align us right. And we may hear him say, you've chosen, finally, you've chosen the better part. It won't be taken from you. Amen? Amen. Amen.